Hello, 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 dear pilgrim. Welcome to my Pilgrim of the Path podcast. I think this is the 13th episode, so welcome to this. And this is a very special message because this is my solstice message to you. In South Africa, we've got the summer solstice, and in the northern hemisphere, it's the winter solstice. So it's a turning point, a threshold for us all. So, so wherever you are listening from, I invite you to take a pause for a moment. Take a slow breath in and a long breath out, and let your shoulders soften. Let them drop. And just take a moment and forget everything and, have a listen to me. And thank you for giving me the time to share with you this message. And so as we arrive at this solstice threshold, as I mentioned, sacred for us in the southern hemisphere, sacred turning to the light, and maybe to the northern hemisphere, maybe turning inwards. But I want to speak to you as someone that's also walking this path. And as I always say, pilgrim of the path, that's what I call this this container that I'm holding, is because we are all pilgrims walking on the same path. So I am not here to, how can I say, uh, teach anything or to fix anything. I'm not a doctor. I'm simply someone that's walking this path with you, and I'm sharing ideas. And perhaps for some of you, this might be guidance, but it's also subtle messages to kind of like remind you of that inner wisdom that you do have. And with that, I felt that there's a great healing intelligence that's moving through life right now. Um, so, so some might call it healing angels. Others might experience it as intuition or guidance or those that gut feelings, that seem to arrive out of nowhere. It's always a very interesting feeling, the having the gut feeling, having the mind feeling, having the heart feeling, all those different feelings and where they actually come from. So these energies don't only work through vibration and feeling, but they also work through information and maybe subtle messages from outside. Maybe it's a sentence you overhear from a friend. It could be something on the radio or a sentence from a book that you might just quickly, I don't know, or a quote that you might just see somewhere. So, or a conversation that stays with you and you reflect on this conversation. So here is the thing. So pay attention to that. There's something that's being revealed to you, and it carries medicine. And I'm not talking about the medicine that you buy in the pharmacy, but actually medicine that's free, that's there to guide you to your inner awareness, your inner self, your higher self, to return to wholeness. And wholeness, I believe, is not a cup that is almost full, like merely full. It's a cup that overflows. And this overflows with goodness, with clarity, with warmth, a deep sense of being held by life itself, so that we in turn can hold space for others, right? Because I always say, if your cup is not full, it's empty. How can you pour some of that medicine into another cup when your cup is not full? So remember that. We need to take care of ourselves before we move on to others. So if you are moving through something emotionally or mentally, know this. You're not walking this path alone, as I said before. We are all learning, letting go, unlearning, remembering together. So listen closely to what arrives with a sense of awakening, a sense of inspiration, a relief, a sigh, a gentle warmth. And as I always say, when it comes to decision making or not knowing if this is the right turn or that, um, if there's tension, it's probably not for you at this moment. Maybe later, but not for now. But if there's a sigh of expansiveness, or there's a feeling of relief or calmness, well, there we go. That's your answer. Your natural state has always been one of wholeness. Wholeness, joy, calm, clarity. Yeah, I know it sounds so easy, but it's our journey. That's our path on this earth. So coming back to wholeness, you are simply remembering it again. It's not really so much about becoming something. We feel that we are becoming something, but it's actually just letting go of all these layers so that we can remember, layer by layer, step by step. Um, yeah, so at the same time, I want to invite you to reconnect to your spirit, to your animal spirit, or even just to notice animals that are crossing your path at this moment or during this season, especially this weekend. Animals are actually animals are actually angels of nature. They are they arrive with teachings if we notice them. If we notice them, they arrive with teachings, medicine, and mirrors, like with other people, but they offer mirrors to our own journey. So with other people talk back, whereas animals, they don't talk back. So they're that quiet reflection, and they don't demand our attention. It's our choice to pay our attention to them or having awareness to this animal. So perhaps, and this is very interesting, so perhaps one can really go into this, what animals mean. But just to give you a few examples, perhaps you're being visited by a snake, or you're seeing a snake in your dreams, or in your mental vision, you're seeing a snake. Snake is a reminder of it's time to shed old skin, to release what no longer fits. It's transformation. It's trust into renewal, into a new person. Um, the butterfly, whispering, and also transformation, whispering of transformation. Um, when before the butterfly, it's the cocoon, and then out of the cocoon, this beautiful butterfly emerges. So look at that cycle of life with a butterfly. Then maybe it's the bee, one of my favorite animals, because they are working, 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 not asking questions. They just do it. They are devoted. They work with community. And then from that devotion, community, and working, the sweetness that they produce, that comes up from showing up consistently for what matters to them. The frog. The, the frog may appear calling you into, emotional cleansing, adaptability. Remember, they swim in the water and they walk on the land. They between worlds. So adaptability, moving through the space, or yeah, moving through the water and the land between feeling and action, intuition, strongly. And then there's the horse. Next year's going to be the year of the horse. Powerful, sensitive, free, reminding you of inner strength, of grounded movement, connection to the earth, the balance between freedom and responsibility. So, really, there's so much animals can teach us. So, just noticing which animal speaks to you, which animals are crossing your path, there is wisdom there, um, teaching us. So, take time, ask yourself, how do I really feel? How do I want to feel? What do I truly need right now? And you know what? Allow shadows to move through you. The fiercest of emotions, the dark emotions, just let them come. Um, and without judgment, not trying to label them, just notice them. And, but keeping your distance from these shadows. Let them pass like clouds in the sky, like weather, like the seasons passing. And then you will notice there's a state of calmness entering your awareness field, your subtle bodies. There's deep intelligence, knowledge, wisdom in this process, embodiment. And it will teach you far more about yourself than thinking ever could. So instead of trying to read more, maybe just trying to expand your awareness more. See what's there in front of you. And there's also this quiet reminder from the ancestors at this turning point of the year to have a plan. Sensitivity is great, it's a gift. But without preparation, it can leave us a bit exposed. And yeah, so taking time to assess your next steps can be very, very helpful. Clear, have a plan. Create something simple, but just know where you are going to. And once that is in place, you don't have to carry it all alone. Support will be there. And this I can talk from experience. There is support. So this solstice carries a powerful energy of renewal, of, walking to the threshold. Where are you going? Old skins are being shed, old stories, self-limiting beliefs. They're all going. Everything is going if you choose to let it go. So if you felt unseen or misunderstood, trust that this chapter is closing. Bring your awareness to that. And remember to have that choice. Your commitment, if you were committed to growth, I'm telling you now, it's been noticed. Maybe not by someone that's telling you that, but by life itself. And it's difficult because it can't be, it's not tangible. It's just something that happens. It's like a switch inside of you. And as you change within, the outer world begins to reflect that truth back to you. If there's been misunderstanding with someone you love, clarity can return. You can step back and view it and observe it. Especially when you're willing to meet your own edges with compassion. If you're willing to step back and you're willing to see it as simply passing. You know that thing of this too shall pass? Everything comes, it manifests, and then it disappears again. So what's the use of worrying about things? Things will come and things will go. It's our choice and decisions where you want to stand with this, where's your awareness? Where's your attention? Where's your energy? This is a time of rebirth, of abundance, of reconnection, a time to reveal your true colors, your gifts, your quiet magic. You. So let yourself be renewed. Celebrate you. And take time to be aware of what's going on around you, especially this weekend with this holiday season that is present. Always have your awareness with you and grow with that. So with that, I would like to thank you for walking this path with me. Yes, for allowing me to share this message and to listen to me. So, until then, I will connect with you again next week and have a safe journey wherever you are. Look after yourself, be kind to yourself and everybody around you, and have a blessed festive season. Namaste.